Here we go, folks. You flaming galabas. Put another shrimp on the barbie, mate. G'day, mate. I think I'll stop there, mate. Yeah, that's the end of the Aussie impressions, if they ever even started. So, that is. This is Welcome to Flash Talks instant reaction, almost instant, finished about 40 minutes ago, to Elimination Chamber live from Perth, Australia. God, it was nice to see a pay-per-view premium live event, whatever you want to call it, at a nice normal time here in the UK. Starting at 10 a.m. for us, it was 6 p.m, 7 p.m. over in Australia, and it was nice to see the Americans moaning as well about 5 a.m. show time, and LA was 2 a.m. So they got a taste of what it's like for us when we watch the shows live that are on in the States. I don't know if I could do them anymore. I'm terrible with those late night shows. I was going to do a watch along for today's event, but decided not to in the end. It's something I want to try on this channel at some point, doing some watch alongs. Maybe suggest in the comments of anything you'd like me to watch along to. It doesn't have to be wrestling, can be football, can be a movie, can be anything you like. But yeah, that's what this Flash Talks experience is all about, and I want to make it as interactive as possible. Trying a different thing with the camera today. I'm just doing it off my phone. I usually do it on the laptop, but today just phone. And I can't get used to the camera angle. But here we are. So, Elimination Chamber, as I said, was in Perth, Australia, and it certainly wasn't a thumbs down. It weren't really a thumbs up. It wasn't amazing. It's got to be a thumbs in the middle kind of show. The chamber matches themselves, with the same as what we do with the men's and women's rumble, you kind of compare the two, and I preferred the women's, but not a massive difference. I didn't really like the women's finish. Becky Lynch went over in the match, and it was a quick finish with Liv taking out Bianca, and then Becky Lynch quickly getting on to Liv, eliminating her, and that's it. Becky goes to Mania for the Women's World title. But there's some good moments in that match with Tiffany Stratton really over with the crowd. In fact, the crowd were booing Liv Morgan when she got eliminated her. And yeah, so I quite enjoyed the Women's Chamber. Something about a chamber match when it's still bright and light outside. That stadium was incredible. I can't believe it was only 52,000. I think it was a really amazing looking stadium, and seeing the sky all around it, it was beautiful, and the pyro looked really effective when it got dark. I was surprised it wasn't more than 52,000. It really was. It looked like a Mania level stadium to me. Really enjoyable. After the Women's Chamber, that was the opening contest, we went on to the tag titles. Judgment Day defending against, I keep forgetting the name of the new group, the new tag team between Pete Dunne, great to have Pete having his name back, and Tyler Bate. Oh man, this was the match of the night. Fantastic match, probably ran about 15 to 20 minutes, which is quite good for a tag title match. And oh my god, it was just, you had everything you want for a classic tag team wrestling match. And hats off to them. Judgment Day go over. I feel that Judgment Day are going to drop the belts to probably Truth and Miz at Mania. I think that's where we're heading. I don't know if you've seen all the stuff on social media of R-Truth being in Austria, not Australia, set up by Judgment Day. I really love this storyline. I think it's really amusing, and getting R-Truth at his best. And yeah, I could see this is where it's going to end at Mania with the tag titles leaving them. And Dirty Dom, no matter where he goes in the world, the boos are insane, and I loved it. And we even got a Dom is a wanker chant. So hats off to the Aussies, mate. What came next? I haven't made any notes. I've just quickly gone off of watching that and then mucking about with my lad, and then straight into this. Oh, what was the third match? Oh, we had the segment between the Grayson Waller segment, which was all a bit meh. I thought the crowd would have popped for him a bit more than that. With Cody Rhodes and Rollins, music entrances were pretty insane, and again the pyro went insane for Cody. It was what it was, and ended up. I suppose the big talking point to come away from that is we will be getting Rock versus Cody in a singles match at some point. I can't see that being anything but Mania. Maybe Mania Night 1, and then we get Cody and Rock, Cody and Roman Night 2. Don't know. They're definitely not going to do it on free TV. So the third match on the card, I still can't remember what it was. Third match on the card, right. This is where it's a thumbs in the middle for me. Can't quite remember. Obviously the main event. Oh, it was the men's chamber. We only had the 4 matches on the main card, and then on the kickoff show there was the women's tag titles, which the Kabuki Warriors retained. Surprise, surprise. The men's chamber match. A lot of this was focused around Orton's injured back as a main focal point towards the end of the match. We've got AJ Styles interrupting and taking out LA Knight with a steel chair, so I'm guessing we're going to get Knight and Styles at Mania. A bit of a meh match. It could steal the show, you never know, but don't know how I feel about that. Logan Paul being hated in Australia as well, fantastic. Although my son, who was watching it with me, sort of pointed out that Logan was drawing sad faces and smiley faces on his chamber pod, which was amusing to him. So there you go. And he was very disappointed when the pod got broken. It was a decent chamber. I wouldn't say it was amazing. It's not going to be remembered forever, but it's Drew McIntyre who goes over, thanks to Logan Paul, who had just been eliminated by Randy Orton, still being in the chamber, not exited by this time, waiting for his moment. Brass knuckles to the face of Randy, so I guess I'm going to get Randy and Logan at Mania. I was hoping for Knight and Logan and a big Knight title win. Probably not going to happen. And yeah, so McIntyre went over, much to the disdain of the crowd, and I think this heel McIntyre has been quite amusing, with the merch selling quite well of him on the gravestone. So I look forward to where this thing goes with Rollins. I'd personally have McIntyre win at Mania, but I think they'll go the other way. Depends on how bad Rollins' injury is looking, whether he needs surgery. But it was alright. It was alright. Okay, chamber. As I said, thumbs in the middle. And then we had our main event of Hometown Girl, or Home Country Girl, Rhea Ripley defending the Women's World title against Nia Jax. Never been a fan of Nia's, but the match was fairly decent actually for these two, and it's actually really good to see the women main eventing an event again. We know it's because she's the hometown girl and everybody loves her, but it was it got we got the Riptide at the end, and Rhea goes over, of course she does, in the hometown, and now she goes up against Becky at Mania. So that one I am looking forward to. I think that could potentially steal whichever night it's on, because Charlotte and Rhea for me stole night 2. Was it night 2? They had their match last year. Fantastic match. So run that back. Let's do that again. Obviously not Charlotte, but Becky, and I think that could be a really good match. So that's Elimination Chamber. I don't know whether to start doing some ratings on these things. I'm in the process at the moment actually of binge watching every WrestleMania. I've done it in the past and wrote little reviews on Twitter, and I've had feedback from wrestling legends like Tommy Dreamer and a couple of others, I think. So what I'm planning on doing is putting it to video format, a review each one, bit of background on the event, and yeah, maybe along the way do a watch along. Maybe some of you guys, if you want to watch a classic WrestleMania with me, we'll go on and do that. But seeing as it's the 40th anniversary of WrestleMania this year, kind of makes sense. Thrash them all out, get it done. And as the network is leaving us at the end of this year, might as well make full use of the WWE network while we can. That's about it. Elimination Chamber from Perth was probably a 7 out of 10 for me. We're doing the rating. Yeah, I'd say that's about right. 7 out of 10. It was thumbs in the middle show. It wasn't awful. Ran for 3.5 hours, which is longer than some of the shows they do now. So on to the next one. We'll see what it brings. Stay tuned for more Flash Talk.